Welcome to the session, all of you. Today in this video, we're going to look at NMAT 2022 and the NMIMS application form and how do you go about filling the NMAT and the NMIMS form. I'm not going to do a form filling today, but we will look in detail as to what all needs to be checked first before you can go ahead and start your application process. Very important session because I have seen a lot of times people writing the NMAT examination and then not being able to apply for the NMIMS MBA programs. So this session is going to be a start to our NMAT 2022 series of video. In the coming weeks, we are going to have a lot other videos coming up, including the form filling, the structure of the exam, the adaptive exam, and so on and so forth. But this is the first session where we are going to throw some light on what all things you need to look at before even you can start the application process. First and foremost, go to the website nmat.nmims.in. And on this website, when you open, the website will look something like this. And you'll see that as you scroll down, there are 2 steps given to apply for Narsimunji's MBA program. Here, if you see, it's a very simple form. You have the first name, the last name, the email address, the mobile number, state, city, and where do you want to take the test, and so on and so forth. And then you just submit this. And after that, when you go to step 2, it says that before even you can fill up this step 2, you need to have a Gmac Id. Now, this means that you cannot start this application without filling up the NMAT by Gmac registration form. And for that, you will have to go to register.nmat.org. And when you go there, you will see this particular page. And this is where you will start your NMAT application process. I'm going to come out with a detailed video on how to go about filling this form. That will be a day or 2 later. But currently, you should know that this is where you will start the process and this is from where you will generate a Gmac ID. Now here, if you scroll down, there's a list of schools given here, schools accepting NMAT by Gmac scores. I'm going to also come out with a video where we're going to talk about which are the colleges that you will apply for using the NMAT score and the priorities that you can keep in terms of the colleges that you're going to choose. So it gives you the entire step-by-step understanding of what will be there as you go on about filling up the site. So create a profile, fill up the registration form, schedule your exam, take your exam from the comfort of your home. So this time, again, like the previous 2 years, you can take the exam at home or at the test center and send the scores to the top MBA school. So that's the whole process. So before even we go forward, I would just urge you to go ahead and subscribe to our channel because we're going to come out with a lot more videos on each and every examination that's going to happen this year. And click the bell icon so that you get notifications as and when we upload these videos. So let's go back to the nmat.nmims.in website and scroll down again. On the footer, you will actually see this particular PDF given here. Click on that PDF, and this is a PDF that all of you should go through because it has got a lot of pointers given there and there is a lot of details mentioned there. I want you to be very clear about what all you need to do while you fill up the NMAT form and the NMIMS form. So once you open this particular handout, you will see that it says admission handout for management programs of 2023. So this is the latest one that they've uploaded. I think they've uploaded it in the month of end of July. As you scroll down, the first thing that you will see is all the programs that the NMIMS has to offer. You have the MBA program, the MBA Human Resources program, which are the 2 flagship programs. The 2 comparatively new programs, the Business Analytics and the Digital Transformation program. And then you have the Pharmaceutical Management program for the life sciences, pharma students, etc. And then you have the MBA programs which are offered in the off campuses, which is Bangalore, Hyderabad, Navi Mumbai, and Indore. Totally, there are 1,800 seats. So this is an exam to look forward to. A lot of seats in Narsimunji itself, and 600 seats out of that, the 1/3 of the seat is in the core MBA program at Mumbai. Also, the point to be noted here is 30% of the seats in the MBA programs of NMIMS will be offered to female candidates. And this becomes a extremely good examination for female candidates because a lot of seats available there. 30% of 600 in the Mumbai campus itself is about 180 seats. So that's kind of a lot of seats available reserved for female candidates. And you should definitely look forward to write this examination. As you move ahead, you'll also see the steps to be followed mentioned here. So there is step 1 and step 2. And it says, please remember your NMAT by Gmac registration number. It is mandatory to complete the NMAT by Gmac test, registration and payment before proceeding to the NMIMS application. And this is something that we have already discussed and I've shown before. And it also talks about the NMAT registration. and it says without the registration number, you will not be able to fill up the NMIMS application form. So very clear, first you will fill up the NMAT by Gmac form, and then you will come to the NMIMS form and then fill that up. The next part is the most important one. It says register with NMIMS before your scheduled date of exam for your candidature to be accepted at NMIMS. And here is where a lot of people go wrong. A lot of students last year and every year, even after putting so many videos and giving them an understanding of the examination, sending messages on WhatsApp, still students actually fail to apply for the NMIMS application before writing the NMAT exam. And this is something very important. If you see the note below that very clearly says candidates are requested to register for NMIMS before NMAT by Gmac examination. For example, if NMAT by Gmac examination is scheduled on 9th of October 2022, candidate is required to register on or before 8th October 2022 or before the last date of the application, okay, of the NMIMS application. If you write the exam, wait for the exam score, and then you want to decide that, now you want to apply for NMIMS because you're getting a very good score, you will not be able to do that. So let's be very clear, you need to apply for NMIMS before you take the NMAT exam. Also, it says candidate has to give the program preference in the NMIMS registration form, and the final program preference will be taken after shortlisting. Minimum 5 program preference has to be mentioned by the candidate in the registration form. So this particular program preference, I'll be having a video for that. We'll talk about, which all programs are there, what are these programs, and how do you go about selecting the program based on your background and the kind of preparation that you have right now, and how good are these programs, or it's also something that we're going to look at. Once you have filled up your preference, you cannot change it. So you give a wrong preference and you will not be able to change it at a later stage. You can send them mails, and NMIMS does not entertain change in their preference. And this is something that you have to be sure of at the time of application itself to the NMIMS program. Another important thing to be kept in mind here is NMIMS accepts score of the first NMAT examination attempted by the candidate, which means for all the other examinations, depending on what is the policy of the college that you're applying to, they may take the best of 3 score. But for NMIMS MBA program, you will have to apply with the first attempt score itself. Okay, so this is also an important point to be kept in mind. It was not so till 2 years back. It has changed last year. So last year onwards, they are only accepting the first attempt score. Now, as you scroll down, you'll also see the eligibility criteria for each of these programs. So I want you to go and read in detail about this program. For example, the business analytics program, it very clearly says they should have a degree in engineering, mathematics, statistics, commerce, or economics with 55% marks in aggregate, and maths and statistics as a compulsory subject. So please read through all the eligibility criteria so that you're sure of what is the program that you can apply for and which are the programs that you can look forward to join in nursing engineering. NMIMS start date is 1st of August and the end date is 31st October. Before that, you need to fill up the form. And for NMAT, it is 1st of August and 10th of October 2022. Within this duration, you need to fill up the form and finish it off. NMAT can be attempted 3 times. There is an online option and a test center option. In fact, I put the online take from home option for you as I have taken the exam last year. You can see as to what are the requirements for that, what kind of computer needs to be there, what kind of infrastructure needs to be there if you want to take it online at your home. The exam is going to be conducted from 10th October to 19th December. You can go on any of these dates and take the exam. You need to book it beforehand. Let me also be clear here that the slots of NMAT keeps opening slowly. So don't get panicked if you don't see your desired slot there. Keep waiting for it. In all probabilities, it will open up and then you can book the slot. Unofficial scores can be seen on the screen. So the moment you finish your exam, you can see the score on the screen. Official scorecard you will get after 48 hours of having taken the exam. So the test center details are given there on the website itself. You can just go and check that out. There are plenty of test centers available. So if you think that your city does not have a test center, or you don't want to go to the test center, or you're not able to get a test center of your preference, then probably you can take it from home. So that's also a good option. As we discussed, you can actually go through my video to understand, how I took it from home last year. So the video link is on top. You can just go and click on that. Which are the IDs that are required when you're actually going for the NMAT examination? Whether you're taking it at home or whether you're going to the center, you need to be having these ID with you. So it says, please bring the following documents with you. Confirmation email. So once you actually fill up the NMAT form, you'll get a confirmation email. That confirmation email needs to be carried. Candidates are required to download their NMAT by Gmac admit card. So you'll get an admit card. That also you need to download. Any other document as advised by NMAT by Gmac exam for differently able candidates. So that's for specifically for the differently able candidate. One valid ID proof and another signature ID. So this is the most important thing here. The valid ID proof and a signature ID in original form must be presented. Okay. And they've given you the list of IDs that can be used containing your name and the photo. So these are the ones that can be used: your passport, PAN card, voter's ID, and the Aadhaar card. And the signature IDs can be the passport, PAN card, debit card or credit card, or the driving license. Make sure that you have an ID proof with a photo on it. You have another ID proof which has got your signature ID on it. Okay, so important. Also, following are not acceptable. So you can't make any affidavit or notarized copy. You cannot take photocopies with you. Neither can you take a learner's driving license with you. Please apply for your ID if you have not done so till now. Also, for the NMAT India customer support, telephone numbers are given there. So there is a number given on the website. You can go and check that out on the website itself. You can either otherwise note it down so that you are able to call them up. It's available from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday to Friday. In case you have any problem with your application process, registration, or anything related to scheduling, retake, payment, and so on and so forth. Also, MeritTrack is the organization which runs this test. So this particular test, which is run on the Examity platform, you can actually call them up on this number Monday to Saturday, 9 to 6. And any other support that you need from Examity, you can call on their number at 000-8000-502-388. If you find any problem with your form filling for NMIMS, there is also a toll-free number for that. You can call that up, or you can even send them an email. The email ID is actually given on the website itself. I've also put it on the description. Now, as I said, we're going to come up with follow-up videos. In the next 2 days, I'm going to come up with a form filling video. We'll have a video by Kushal on the structure of the examination. We'll have another video by me, in which I'll talk about the colleges that you need to select. And we'll also discuss in that video about NMIMS programs. We'll have, I've already put up, as I said, the take from home exam setup of 2021. You can view that video. The link is given on this video itself. And we'll also understand what an adaptive test is and the examination strategy. We'll have a video by Varun for that. And you can actually view this video in the next 1 week. So these are the series of videos that we're going to come up with, and you can make sure that you don't miss this video. You can also go through and visit our CAT 2022 form filling tips if you have any other doubts regarding the CAT 2022 form filling. Subscribe the channel so that you get all these notifications on your email. So thank you so much for watching the video. I hope this was useful. Wait for another 1 or 2 days before you start your form filling process. By then, I'll be coming up with the form filling video too for you.